My family, today is the US elections, which is more like the world elections. And today, I want to take this chance, this opportunity to ask each and every single American to please go out there and exercise your right to vote. Please exercise your right to vote. You know? And my family, as Megan would say, each and every single in each and every single elections, you are told that this is the most important elections in a lifetime. And you know what? This other one, my family, is indeed, today, this is indeed the most important elections in the US in a long, long time. And my family, I believe that people should vote, based on, the person who most represents you, your values, who you are, what you stand for. What does this person stand for? You know? And my family always believed that in the battle between good and evil, good will always triumph over evil. And this battle will continue until the end of time. It's important to always choose good over evil. Now my family, so I just saw that the Daily Express was attacking Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, my family, whereby they're saying that Prince Harry and Meghan caused an uproar at the palace over a so-called violation, and that Harry and Meghan reportedly broke one of the agreements in place when they stepped back as senior royals in the run-up to the US elections. They're saying that Harry and Meghan made a controversial move, that same year that they fled to the US, in the run up to the US elections, when they urged people in a video message to vote against hate speech. My family, first of all, let me remind you of exactly what Harry and Meghan said at the time, please, kindly.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were named to the Time 100.
Thank you, Time, for including us in this very special evening. And congratulations to this year's transformative leaders and changemakers. You worked tirelessly to create a better world, a better global community for all of us. And we thank you and celebrate you tonight.
You're playing a critical role for our future and that of our children. Seeing our world through the lens of community is so important because we need to redraw the lines of how we engage with each other, both online and off. What we're exposed to online seeps into how we engage with each other offline. It can train us to be kind, or it can train us to be cruel.
But when the bad outweighs the good, for many, whether we realize it or not, it erodes our ability to have compassion and our ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. Because when one person buys into negativity online, the effects are felt exponentially. It's time to not only reflect, but act.
Now, we're just 6 weeks out from Election Day, and today is National Voter Registration Day. Every 4 years, we are told the same thing, that this is the most important election of our lifetime. But this one is. When we vote, our values are put into action and our voices are heard. Your voice is a reminder that you matter, because you do, and you deserve to be heard.
This election, I'm not going to be able to vote here in the US. But many of you may not know that I haven't been able to vote in the UK my entire life. As we approach this November, it's vital that we reject hate speech, misinformation, and online negativity.
So as we work to reimagine...
It is vital that we reject hate speech. My family, what is so bad about my family, about anyone really, asking people, the public, voters to reject hate speech? What is so bad about that? My family, it tells you really what the palace stands for. When they and Wikimedia, who spread hate for profit, it tells you what they really stand for and what they're totally against. They are totally against someone who actually has morals, people who actually have morals, people who are good like Harry and Meghan, standing up and fighting hate. They are totally against that. In my family, I encourage every single person, just like what Harry has said, please vote against hate speech. Reject hate speech. Choose love. Choose love. Love comes naturally to one's human heart. It is easier to love someone. It takes much more effort to not like someone or hate someone. My family, it is easier to love someone. It is easier to love your brother, your sister, your neighbor. Every single day, I understand even why Jesus Christ, before he went to heaven, before he ascended to heaven, why he said, love one another. Love one another. Every single day, I understand that. Because he could see what would happen in the future. And he told us all one thing: love one another. He said one thing before he ascended to heaven: love one another. And my family, I encourage every single person in the world that we live in right now. There is so much full of hate, division. And we have seen what the Murdoch on press stands for. We have seen what the UK tabloid stand for. We have seen what William and Charles stand for. Hate and division. And Harry and Meghan stand for love. Please, let's all stand for love, not hate. Let's all reject hate and choose love. And I feel like it is important to ask a brother, a sister, to be kind. Be kind and do the right thing. Do the right thing. Choose love and not hate. If you see something wrong, don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Remember, my family, this quote. And I quote, if you are neutral if you're neutral when you see, oppression, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. Please, don't be neutral. Don't be quiet. Don't be silent when you see something wrong happening. Speak up. Speak out. When you see something wrong, speak up and speak out. Can you just imagine in my family seeing carnival of so-called experts saying, oh, you know what? We are angry. Why are you angry? Because Harry and Meghan urged people in a video from back in 2020, like more than 4 years ago, to vote against hate speech. My family, it comes as no surprise who UK media are talking about. Who my family basically who they want to win the election, my family. Already I have seen that the Murdoch on press have endorsed Donald J. Trump, like they always do even in the UK, whereby they endorse my family, who they believe is going to become the next Prime Minister of the UK. Effectively, in the UK, you can't be Prime Minister in the UK unless, my family, you make a deal with Murdoch. And Murdoch wants to do the same thing in the United States of America. I must believe that what he has achieved in the UK, spreading hate, division, bigotry, he must not achieve in the United States of America. He must not have that kind of power whereby he feels like he can decide who can become the next US president. Murdoch must not have that kind of power. He must not. He must not. And my family, Harry and Meghan, my family, even though they never mentioned, the person's name, it was clear, my family, they were asking people definitely not to vote, my family, for Donald Trump. Because he's the one. My family has been spreading hate speech for quite a very, very long time. He even has attacked both Harry and Meghan. Or because he's been told to do so by the toxic UK media. My family, please, to all Americans out there, please vote against hate speech. And you and I both know exactly, my family, what I am talking about or who I am talking about. Vote against hate speech. Now, I have no idea what will be the outcome of the US elections. I don't know if Trump will win or if Kamala will win. I have no idea. I don't know. I can't read the future. What I do know is that no matter what happens, at the end of the day, whether it's in 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years, it doesn't matter. Love will always win. And love will always triumph over hate. That's what I choose to believe. And that's what I ask everyone to believe, that love will always triumph over hate, because love will always win, no matter what. And this battle is not for the faint-hearted. The battle between good and evil will continue until the end of time. My family, the battle between love and hate will continue until the end of time. Choose which side you are on. I choose love. I choose good. And I encourage every single person to do the same thing. Choose love and choose to do good. My family. Now, my family, when UK media talk about breached agreements or broken agreements, I just feel like I just have to talk about the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy that I can so easily see, my family. Because how many agreements did Harry and Meghan make with senior members of the royal family that were clearly violated by the firm? How many agreements? Number one, right after the Sandringham Summit, it was agreed that Harry and Meghan would keep the security, at least even during the 1 year transition period, whereby after 1 year, Harry and Meghan were to decide whether or not they would want to return to the fold or not. But even before the 1 year was over, Harry, Meghan, Archie was stripped of their security. And my family, yet, you can be like, oh, you know what? Harry and Meghan broke this agreement. What agreement? What agreement? What agreement did Harry and Meghan break? Every single day, we keep on seeing how UK media want control and ownership over Harry, over Meghan, over their kids. And the more they try to control the lives of Harry and Meghan, the more it becomes impossible for them to do so. Harry and Meghan have already tasted freedom. They know what freedom is like. They know what freedom is. There is no way they ever want to go back to being trapped again. There is no way they ever want to go back to the arms of those who bullied them or those who abused them, like what UK media subject Harry and Meghan to on orders of William and Charles. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And that is what UK tabloids don't understand. They don't understand. Because every single day, they keep trying to bully Harry and Meghan, mostly Meghan in particular. Every single day, on a daily basis, they always have negative things to say about Meghan. Yet Meghan hasn't uttered a word about the royal family for years now. But they still won't leave her alone. Still want to punish her for daring to fall in love with a white prince that UK media believe is their own personal property, belongs to them, and must be returned to them, whether Harry likes it or not. And clearly, Harry does not want to come back. And that is why UK media want to force him back by force to the UK, because Harry does not want to come back, because Harry does not want to return. And so UK media want to force him back to the UK by force. And that is completely and totally unacceptable. Completely and totally, my family, unacceptable. If you ask me even, why does UK media want Trump to win? The first thing I can say is this: because they want him to force Harry back to the UK. I mean, they've gone to him, and they've even gone to their kids, to my family, his kids, to ask them if they can do something about Harry, to force him back to the UK. They can't force Meghan, because Meghan is an American citizen family. And they can't force Lilibet or even Archie. But they believe they can force Harry back. And my family, the more they want to ruin Harry and Meghan's lives, the more Harry and Meghan will fight to protect what they have. Their wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous family. You know? And it's clear, my family, that the farm, first of all, even betrayed both Harry and Meghan. My farm, look at Meghan, for example. Meghan, in the Oprah interview, revealed that one thing she regrets is that she believed senior members of the royal family when they told her that they would protect her. Meghan said in the Oprah interview that that was a mistake that she made, you know, and that she would never ever make that mistake ever again. And look at Meghan, look at her life, for example. Meghan has clearly moved on with her life. She has moved on and moved forward with her life. But UK Media refused to move on from her. But UK Media refused to move on from her and leave her alone and let her live in peace, you know, work in peace, love her husband in peace. They don't even have to vote in peace. Because they still think that they own Harry and Meghan. They still think that they have ownership rights over Harry, Meghan, and their kids. And one thing I've always said that I believe can end all this nonsense about UK Media feeling like they own Harry and Meghan is if my family, Harry and Meghan, continue to be financially independent. There's a reason why you're seeing UK Media constantly targeting Harry and Meghan's commercial ventures. Netflix, my family. Right now, I have seen them targeting, you know, Meghan's American Riviera Orchard lifestyle brand, my family. Because they know that money is what will keep Harry and Meghan free from them. But if Harry and Meghan aren't making money, my family, UK Media, will believe they have a chance. They have a chance to force Harry back to the UK. They have a chance to, just exert their power over Harry, Meghan, and their kids. And my family, that is totally unacceptable. It can't be allowed to happen. It cannot. It cannot, my family. You know? It cannot. Harry and Meghan must continue to be free and continue to do what they want to do. And my family, one thing that shows you how free Harry and Meghan are is my family, number one, them being financially independent from the farm. And number two, even Meghan being able to vote in our own country. That shows you how free my family, Meghan, is. And may she continue being free. You know, may she and Harry continue being free and continue being able to do, my family, what they want to do. My family, UK Media, are against anyone who fights hate speech because they make money, a fortune from hate. And that also must be condemned. It is wrong to see how UK Media keep on monetizing hate. My family, it is wrong. It is wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong. You know, after, for example, Jeremy Clarkson, Camilla and Charles' friend, you know, wrote that vile column about Meghan. Basically, what he did was incite violence towards Meghan. After what happened, I remember the statement released by Harry and Meghan, whereby they said that if the Sun tabloid was truly sorry for what they did, then they would change their hateful business model that spends hate for profit. But then Harry and Meghan said, although they won't hold their breath because they know how they are and they know what they do to make money for themselves. And it is wrong. It is wrong because the thing is, a couple of years ago, many years ago, it was Diana being targeted. Now it's her son. A couple of years ago, it was Colin Flack. And my family, the late Colin Flack's mother, is suffering because of losing her daughter, who took her own life because of being hounded and abused by the UK media. And now, after Colin Flack, they've gone after Meghan. You know, my friend, tomorrow it could be your daughter or your son. And that's why we must all unite and reject this hateful business model of the Sun tabloid, of Daily Mail, of the British media, whereby they target people who are innocent, people who have morals, people who are good. And I remember the words of the late Diana's brother during Diana's funeral, whereby he said it was clear that those who are on the opposite side of the moral spectrum, UK tabloids, senior members of the royal family, Charles, Camilla, clearly my family, right now, Kate and William, are somehow feel threatened by those who actually have morals, those who stand for good. And my family, that's why you're seeing them even attacking Harry and Meghan so much, because they know Harry and Meghan have morals, because they know Harry and Meghan stand for good. And every single day, UK media hope or want Harry to stoop to their level, to be like Charles, who treated his own wife appallingly. I have seen Carnival of so-called experts, wanting Harry to do the same to Meghan. But thankfully, Harry is not like Charles. Harry is not like my family. Charles, Now my family, basically, what they're saying is this, about why they're complaining right now about Harry and Meghan. They're saying, although Harry and Meghan did not name the candidate they believe people should vote for, the comments were widely believed to be a criticism of Donald Trump and in support of Joe Biden. So you're saying that Trump stands for hate speech. That's what UK media are saying. And my family, as a world, as people, should we not stand against hate speech? So should we not reject hate speech? My family, which side you're on when the thing that you're fighting is basically supporting someone so hateful and fighting those who support my family good, who support love. Which side you're on. And that's why I'm proud to support Harry and Meghan, because I know which side they're on. They stand on the side of good, love, doing good, showing up, doing good, love, compassion. My family, I know which side I'm on, the side of good, and I'm proud to be here. And my family, according to Daily Express, they are saying that this so-called political involvement was a breach of the Sandringham Summit agreement, which was written up when Harry and Meghan stepped back as senior members of the royal family. And that royal editor at the time told the Sunday Times, owned by Rupert Murdoch, the remarks left the royal family wringing their hands and was a violation of the agreement. Let me remind you what Prince Harry said, in Spare, my family, about how the firm violated the Sandringham, my family, agreement that my family, Prince Harry, had made with senior members of the royal family. And I quote. Now, told William this, and I quote, I mentioned the Sandringham agreement. I'd asked for William's help about that when the agreement was violated, shredded, when we were stripped of everything, and he hadn't lifted a finger. William then passed the blame to Granny and said, that was Granny, take it up with her. Although my family, it was clear that years before the Queen passed away, there was someone else who my family was in charge, and clearly it was Charles. He was the one who my family was in charge. Because there is no way even that Harry can be stripped of his security, without his father's input. No way. No way. No way, no way, no way, no way. If William and Charles simply wanted Harry to have security, Harry would have security in my family. But we have learned from the Byline Times exclusive that one of the reasons as to why Harry was stripped of his security was that Prince Harry was suing my family, the UK tabloid media, whereby the name of Prince William's AD, at the time Christian Jones, was named as a person whose partner was taking money to leak and brief against Harry and Meghan. So Harry got a phone call from my family, the palace, telling him, if you don't remove the name of this person, of William's AD, from your legal documents, then you'll face severe consequences. My family. And people are saying, why did the palace choose a staff member over Harry? And I told you all this. The palace did not choose a staff member over Harry. They chose the heir over the spear. Because Christian Jones was someone who was working for Prince William. If his partner was taking money to brief against Meghan, if he himself was briefing against Harry and Meghan, and that is why he was named in Harry's legal documents, there is no way he did what he did without William's approval. And that's why we say this, that he was simply following orders of Prince William. And what happened is that my family, William, did not want everything that was evil that they were doing to both Harry and Meghan to trace back to him. And the palace chose to protect the heir over the spear. Not Christian Jones, the heir over the spear. Like what happens time and time again. So my family, Harry is someone who is a blessed man because he has a wonderful, wonderful, gorgeous family. He has Meghan, he has Archie, and he has Lily Betana. And that's all he'll ever my family need. And for as long as Harry and Meghan keep on earning their own living, keep on paying their own bills, my family, Harry and Meghan, will continue to be free. And my family, I'm proud that the people who we support, Harry and Meghan, are people who fight against hate speech, are people who condemn hate. I'm happy and proud to be a supporter of Harry and Meghan. I will never ever be on the side of UK media who spread bigotry and hate for profit. I will never ever be on their side. I will always be on the side of good. I will always be on the side which my family calls for compassion, for love, for unity. My family. And you can never ever find William or Kate or Charles or Camilla or UK media on that side. You'll find Harry, Meghan on that side. And that's the side that I am proud to be on. That's the side that I am proud to be on, my family. So UK media, if you're angry about any kind of agreement being so-called violated, let me just say this. You and I both know that already the Sandingham agreement was violated by William and by Charles. We now know even that the Queen, through a letter that was sent, did want Prince Harry and Meghan to have security. And the only ones who could have stopped that from happening, and not the government, are William and Charles. Because if all of them said that they wanted Harry to have security, he would have security. They just don't want him to have it. My family. They just don't want him to have, my family have security. They don't want his family, Meghan, Archie, Lily, to feel safe. And my family. And people talk about, will Harry heal the rape to Charles and William? I don't see, after all the pain that's been caused to Harry and Meghan, how things can ever be the same. I don't think that things can ever be the same. And as I've always said, Harry is way much better off without having William, Kate, Charles, or Camilla, my family, in his life. Because those people are only hell-bent in destroying his life. To prop themselves up. In my family, I've always said this, and I always pray this, that the spear, this time in history, is never destroyed. Not this time. Not this time. I hope and pray that the Spears family, Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lipitana, remain a united family full of love and joy and married forever. And that nothing comes in between Harry and Meghan. Nothing destroys Harry and Meghan's union. Now, my family, I want to hear your opinion on what we have just discussed. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, and Doria Bugland, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and may God bless each and every single one of you. And may no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana ever prosper. May God bless you all and stay tuned to this video. Love you also forever, and may no weapon from this form that is Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Libedana ever prosper. My family, keep praying for Harry, Meghan, and keep pushing them all the best in the world. My family, they face so much, attacks every single day. So keep praying for Harry, Meghan, my family. I will never ever be on the side of those who bully Harry, Meghan. I'll always be on the side of those who support Harry, Meghan. Those who spread love, unity, not division. And my family, please tell me once again, stay tuned to this video. Love you, always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.